me ask you this. How much pressure is on Giannis now that he signed this big deal? Do you see him staying the full length of the 5 years in Milwaukee, knowing that other max superstars have decided to move on from those deals to other teams after they didn't win championships?
Yeah, I think what is hard now is to not follow what everybody else does. And, you know, some people have decided it's best for them in their career to leave and try to team up with people and chase a championship, trying to stack the deck. I think what Giannis has done is very commendable and very necessary for our league to stay healthy, is that a small market franchise player of his stature, without winning yet with the whole thing, has decided to stay. And I think he will stay the whole 5 year. I think he's cut from a different cloth than a lot of guys. I don't know why he's different, but I think he is, and I think he should be commended for it.
What's your expectation for the Nets and Kevin Durant this year?
It's a hard injury. We all know that, really hard. And I think people trying to minimize that because of Durant's greatness is doing a disservice to Durant and what he's going to accomplish overcoming this. I am so interested in watching, can he retain that every night dominance that we're used to seeing? Or particularly early in the year, is it up and down because, that Achilles injury is basically undefeated as far as, robbing you of some of the athleticism that you once had. But Durant is so ultimately skilled from a shooting, ball handling skill standpoint that I think he can overcome a little bit reduction in athleticism and still be a dominant NBA player.
Coach, before we let you go, how much money would you lay on Luka to win the MVP this year?
Well, I don't have your money, Keyshawn.
Oh,
so
stop.
Stop. I don't gamble. Mark Jackson always says to me, would you quit spending other people's money? Or he says something crazy to me about not talking about other people's money. But I would say, I think Giannis, if I had to bet, would be a three-peat. That would be my guess, unless the media gets tired of voting him, MVP because it's a regular season award. Obviously, James will be up there. Davis may well be too. But you're right about Doncic. Because he has the ball in his hands so much, and Dallas is good, really good, I think he's going to have the benefit of being a high-usage player that performs at a high level, plus they're going to win enough to get that type of recognition. So if I had $100, I'd put 60 on Giannis, 20 on James, and 20 on Doncic.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
Does that add to 100, by the way?
No, it's
I'm
only
not good at
$60,
that.
but that's okay.
You got it right.
All right, good. Because I wasn't the smartest dude in the world.
Now, I know it's early, especially out there in Texas where you live. It's about 7:20 in the morning. So you can catch Jeff on the call, the Lakers and the Suns NBA preseason this Friday night at 10:30 Eastern on ESPN. And I just wanted to mention, because Jeff mentioned the article, if you're unfamiliar, amazing story on ESPN.com yesterday about Houston never saying no to James Harden and now dealing with the fallout of it. There's some amazing quotes in there. So I encourage you to check that out on ESPN.com, the story that Jeff referenced. Jeff, we'll see you on the air Friday, and next Tuesday we'll do it for real. Thanks.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, Coach.
That's Jeff Van Gundy.
Coach counting other people's money. He stayed doing that. I know what Mark Jackson. I don't like when people do that. I don't like that. Coach, you see how quick I cut him off? No, come on, man. Because you get people's wheels start turning.
Right, and you coached the Knicks and the Rockets long enough. You made a lot of money. He's doing all right.
Yeah,
Zubin,
sitting up telling me he ain't got no money.
It would have been, you imagine how fascinating it would have been if Jeff Van Gundy was the head coach of the Houston Rockets and he was dealing with this whole James Harden situation?
Here's the funny thing.
Oof,
I didn't say
that
it,
would have
Jay.
been fiery.
I asked him that. He didn't answer it. I get it. I know he doesn't want to put himself in there. That was the first thing I asked him, and I understand. But he's in the media now, so he deflects very well.
But let me ask you this, though, Jay. Mm-hmm. You say, what if he was the coach? What if he was the coach? What if he was the coach and Harden was accepting of it, and Westbrook was still there, and there wasn't any issues, and he was accepting the roster. See? So what if, both of them were still there? Certain coaches handle situations different because they know how to communicate with you.
Fair scenario, okay, fair.
Indeed. Speaking of the NBA tip, we're asking this morning on the Keyshawn, JWill and Zubin Nation on the Dr. Pepper Twitter feed, which NBA star is the most pressure to win a championship this season? You sort of heard Key ask the question with regard to Giannis, and 40% of you have said Giannis. At NY Dave hit us up, Dr. Pepper Twitter feed, and said, quote, there's no pressure on Giannis. Bucks fans are just really happy that he's staying. Only reason Greek Freak is on this list is because of recent signing. As for Kawhi, he and the Clippers got to do better.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.